Saturday's snowstorm dropped a widespread 6 to 10 inches of snow across the state, with some locations receiving close to a foot. This was the snowiest November day on record in Chicago, and likely many other locations across the state as well. Looking at this map of storm totals, you can see the heaviest snow generally fell across northern Illinois, just about as expected. But there was a pocket of 9 to 11 inch totals across central Illinois, an area that overperformed as persistent heavy banding occurred Saturday afternoon. Overall, this was a very solid snowstorm across the northern two-thirds of the state, especially for this early in the season. Early this morning, freezing fog has developed across parts of northern Illinois where temperatures have crashed into the teens and even the single digits thanks to our fresh snowpack. Most of this fog has remained outside of the immediate city of Chicago, where temperatures are a bit warmer thanks to the urban heat island. This graphic from the National Weather Service shows where freezing fog is most likely early this morning. It'll probably slowly burn off throughout the morning hours though. While driving to work, watch for any slick spots if you do encounter some of this freezing fog, as it will freeze to surfaces and make them icy. Now our attention turns to our next incoming system, which is currently moving across the plains. This area of light snow across southern Nebraska and parts of Kansas will trek east-northeastward today, bringing light accumulating snow to much of Illinois again by late this afternoon into the early overnight hours. This won't be nearly as big of a deal as what we saw on Saturday, though. Light snow will move into western Illinois by early afternoon, spreading eastward by mid-afternoon. This will make for a very slippery evening commute. With cold pavement temperatures, snow will stick quite easily. This will be a lighter, fluffier snow than what we saw on Saturday thanks to air temperatures in the 20s though. The heaviest snow will fall south of I-80 and especially across central Illinois, where a small band of 2 to 4 inches could fall. Model data has shifted the system a bit south overnight, so we'll have to watch trends this morning to see if that continues as the system moves in. Snowfall amounts will be quite minor, but remember it doesn't take much snow at all to create a mess on the roadways. Most of us will see accumulations in the 1 to 3 inch range, with a band of locally higher totals possible across central Illinois. I could see there being isolated 4 to 5 inch amounts in or near the circled area, but only if decent banding can occur. Again, while this will be a minor event, especially compared to this past weekend, there will be more people on the roads today and it could be a rather rough evening commute. It's because of this that we have issued a snow advisory for much of northern and central Illinois. Again, this is for a rather broad area of 1 to 3 inch totals with localized higher amounts possible. We'll have to monitor trends this morning to see if we need to expand this advisory a tier or 2 counties southward. Prepare for your drive home from work this evening to take a bit longer than usual. Looking at the HER model's take on accumulations, you can see the general 1 to 3 inches we expect to see fall, with that narrow band of slightly heavier totals across central Illinois. Snowfall rates should be much lighter than what we saw on Saturday, but there could be a 1 to 3 hour period of moderate snow for some of us. With the cold temperatures, snow will stick to roadways and even highways could be quite slick by later this afternoon. Give yourself extra time and space if you do have to drive this afternoon or evening. Sometimes the worst driving conditions occur during these minor snowfalls because people don't take their time. Behind this system, our next chance of snow looks to come during the day on Wednesday. This should be another minor event, with maybe a ½ inch to an inch or so of new snow expected across the state. This will all set the stage for a very cold early December air mass to move in across the Midwest Thursday through the first part of the weekend. Overnight lows near or below zero are possible with our relatively deep snowpack in place. Overall, we look to start meteorological winter with a continued chilly and active pattern, with yet another chance of at least some light snow this weekend. Stay tuned for more on our early start to winter.